Is there really a universal list of off-limit questions for every interview scenario? Can the same rules apply whether you're a recent graduate, project manager, consultant, or CAO? So, you've done your research, turned up for the interview, researched all the company's facts and figures ahead of time, and have a list of questions to ask. And of course, whether you're a recent graduate or aiming for the CAO seat, you've spent hours trawling online to find the top 5, 10, 20, or who knows how many questions not to ask at an interview. But let's pause and reflect for a moment. Is there really a universal list of off-limit questions for every interview scenario? Can the same rules apply whether you're a recent graduate, project manager, consultant, or CAO? Really? Are you sure? Allow me to give you my unique perspective based on 20 years in international headhunting and countless conversations with some of the most entrepreneurial and dynamic business leaders across all sectors. The reality is that while many online resources offer sound advice on what not to ask, they often overlook the nuanced dynamics unique to each interview. Instead of handing you a static list of no-go questions, which could be outdated by tomorrow, or totally inappropriate for the role or sector you are in, we want to shift the focus. It's not merely about the questions you should be asking, it's about understanding why asking certain questions could sabotage your chances. Let me give you an example. Listen to this question. Can you tell me about the company's strategy for emerging markets over the next 5 years? What are your thoughts on the question? Do you think it's a good question to ask? If you were the interviewer, how would you answer it? At first glance, it's a solid, forward-thinking question. But what if that information was clearly addressed in recent public communications like press releases or the chairman's report, all available on the website? Ask this question and it actually signals your lack of preparation. It shows you haven't engaged with available information and blows any chance of success at the interview straight out of the water. So, instead of zeroing in on the top 5 or 10 questions not to ask at an interview, let's focus on crafting the right ones. Here's how to in 2 easy tips. Ask questions that reflect a deep understanding and engagement with the company's current situation and future plans. Here's a good example. With the recent merger, how is the company positioning itself to effectively integrate new services with its current offerings? Now, this question shows your competence, preparation, and insight into what challenges the company could face. And probably the number 1 tip for asking questions: show the interviewer you know what you should know and not what you don't. Remember, before your interview, immerse yourself in the company's latest developments, understand its challenges, and review and assess its position in the market. In later videos, I'll give you an error-proof strategy for doing just this. Ask questions that show your preparation and interest in how you can contribute to the company's future. By focusing on thoughtful, well-researched questions, you not only enrich the conversation, but also position yourself as a compelling candidate. This approach will give you the confidence to navigate any interview scenario. Remember this: an interview is your strategic opportunity to showcase your knowledge, preparation, and insight. Make each question count and show what you know, not what you don't. Onwards and upwards.